Yes, guys, an expected hike, price hike in your electricity supply. A huge increase in electricity prices sparks fears of rises across the board. There are fears more energy providers will hike their prices for consumers and businesses. It comes after the shock move by SSE Electricity to hit its 250,000 electricity and 85,000 gas customers with huge price rises. SSE Electricity is to increase electricity bills by 10.5% and gas bills by 8.4% from April the 2nd, which is fast approaching. The move is a massive blow to consumers after a period of price cuts following the easing of the energy crisis, which had sent bills soaring when Ukraine was invaded by Russia. SSE Electricity is the first energy provider in this country to increase its prices in 2 years. It is blaming rising wholesale energy prices and higher network charges imposed by the energy regulator. Of course, they have to blame somebody. Gary Cassidy of price comparison site bonkers.ie said, "There are fears now that other energy companies, including Electric Ireland, Bord Gáis and Energia, will hike their prices." From April the 2nd, SSE electricity bills will rise by €171 a year for a typical household. Typical gas customers will end up paying €114 more a year. For dual fuel customers, the annual cost will go up by €285. SSE Electricity said the price changes in response to rises in external costs. The supplier said it had reduced its prices 3 times since 2022 and that it took the decision to forego profit in 2023, instead returning funds to customers. Managing Director of SSE Electricity said, "We know this news will be disappointing for customers. Network charges increased by around 20% in October 2024, and wholesale costs are 18% higher compared to this time last year. While we shielded customers from the impact of increased networks and other costs for 6 months, including the winter months, such regulatory charges are outside of their control and they can no longer absorb their costs." SSE Electricity said network and other regulated charges increased by an average of €114 a year for electricity and €72 for gas in October 2024. In October 2024, but were not passed through its customers. Rising wholesale energy prices have meant more energy price cuts were not expected this year, but the prospect of price rises had not been expected by most energy commentators. Wholesale electricity prices shot up 67% between January last year and last month, according to the Central Statistics Office. The price jumped by more than 20% between December and January alone. European wholesale gas prices surged to a 2-year high at the start of this month. Despite recent rises, wholesale prices are down about 50% from the post-Ukraine invasion peak, according to the Central Statistics Office. Bonkers.ie said this is obviously unwelcome news for households. However, in recent weeks, wholesale gas excuse me, and electricity prices have increased significantly. Last autumn, the CRU also sanctioned a big increase in network charges or grid fees for the upkeep of the electricity and gas networks. Mr. Cassidy of Bonkers.ie said the question now is whether other suppliers will follow suit. He also said there is still good competition among energy suppliers, with many offering big discounts for a year to those who switch. Yeah, Ireland again, guys. Bleed the fucking taxpayer every way you possibly can. It's more money for these electricity companies. It's also more revenue for what's attempted to govern the country. They know they'll get away with it due to a silent population, which has been Ireland's downfall for over the past century. Okay, guys, talk to you. Enjoy your evening.